Cooking soul.
Big Papa, throwing niggas off of cliffs, smoking spliffs, disappear with my bitch in a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Read my lips, I killed you, let it spill too. Did I say thank you? I grant you 3 wishes, cause I be the genie. Niggas is ass out like fat bitches in bikinis. Read between the lines, see what I see. I see the diary of a sick bastard. Junior Mafia blaster, Rugers on the hips, bought coke to flip chips, bought bullets to fill clips. Check it, putting coke in corner store bodegas. In the back room playing Sega, Street Fighter 2. I'm inviting you, get your writing crew, and they dopest rhymes. I get up in that ass every time. Lyrically, I'm untouchable, uncrushable, getting mad blunted in a 600 Benz. Ask your friends who's the illest, licking shots. Niggas screaming Biggie Smalls tried to kill us. It don't stop, it don't stop. Watch the hit, nigga, it don't stop, it don't stop. Watch the hit, nigga. Junior Mafia, representing Bucktown, Mac 11's cock back. Niggas better duck down, face down. You know the routine, the cream, earrings. You know the drama Biggie bring. Let's get it on, nigga. Let's get it on, nigga.
A merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year, all our troubles will be out of sight.
You said yesterday that it's nearly Christmas. What did I want? And I thought, just love me, love me, love me. That's what I want.
Cooking soul.
For Christmas.
Welcome to my center. Honeys feel it deep in their placenta. Cold as the pole in the winter. Ricochet off the vertebrae, dead splat where your heart be at. Now starts the cardiac arrest. Where's your vest? You forgot, now you slowly drop cause your heart stopped beating. Your bitch ass crew is retreating. Niggas left you fucked up, passed out with your ass out. Pockets ran through, stripped with your brains mashed out. Niggas wanna do me, slugs just run through me. Like trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches. It's the praying mantis. Deep like the mind of Farrakhan. A motherfucking rap phenomenon. Plus, I make it hot. On your burial site, I smoke blunts all night till the light.
When you said yesterday that it's nearly Christmas, what did I want?
Well, I am a little freaky. Oh. Speaking of hoes, all I ever see around here is little elves. It's getting me dingy, you know what I mean? Night and day, little elves creeping. Me and my wife ain't been alone together in over 345 years, and I'm about ready, you know what I mean? So this Christmas, if your father's away, Santa's gonna play. Ho, ho, ho.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Holiday Hidden Cup. Hello, hello. I'm your host, Cap Jow. Got some good games for you today. Vic, welcome in, buddy. Jade, Azur, Janu, Norson, everybody that's here, thank you guys so much. Azur, I put it with the announcement to AOE2 Insights, and they said they'd take a look at it, and if it, I guess if it hit all the things they were looking for, they would put it on the website. So I'll shoot you back what he said to me. They did have a little bit of criticism for it, so possibly yes, we can get that made before the end of the group stage. Hopefully we can get that kind of published on AOE2 Insights. Okay, I had to roll my game back, and it doesn't look like it worked. Let's see. Okay, I think got move the games over, so let me do that real quick. We're going to start with Gizmo and Snow Miser tonight, guys. It's a Group B matchup, Gizmo and Snow Miser. Gizmo, I think it's the first time we've seen him in the tournament. It's going to be Mega Random home map. He is facing Snow Miser. And Snow Miser's home map is... Well, they're both Mega Randoms, so we'll see 2 Mega Randoms. Me and Snow Miser kind of look like. Alright. Okay. So, Gizmo, Snow Miser, let me move those games over. Cut. And paste. Okay. Gizmo, Snow Miser, that's what we'll start out with. Oh, that's right. So their home map is both Mega Randoms, but we won't see 2 Mega Randoms. We'll see 2 random maps out of the leftover map pool, since we won't play the same map twice. Thank you, Azure, for reminding me. Alright, so let's see if we open this sucker up. Are we gonna see the old version so we can watch the game? Alright, looks like it. Welcome in once again, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll probably have 2 sets tonight. I can go till probably about 9:30. We got about 2.5 hours. I'm hoping to get some players that we have not seen yet. So Gizmo is going to be one of them, and then I think a Group C game probably with Santa or the Nutcracker. We haven't seen either of those players yet. Either would be my ideal. So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Now that's damn near 1.5. I kill them all, I'll be set for life. Frank, pay attention, these motherfuckers is henchmen. Renegades, if you die, they still get paid. Extra probably, fuck a robbery. I'm the boss. Promise you won't rob, I promise. But of course, you know I have my fingers crossed.
Niggas got to die. If I go, they got to go. Niggas got to die. Let 100 shots float. Niggas got to die.
Can't really tell, I guess, by your mods reloading, because that works now.
If I go, they got to go. Niggas got to die. Let 100 shots float. Niggas got to die. Cause it's all up in the scrolls. Catch a body on the bridge. 3 breaks. Live kid up in the lag.
Gizmo versus Snow Miser.
Laying on the bed, looking like a drag. Had the
One
window
look
covered.
for.
Looking at me and Frank, her grill was rough. Whatever thinks you're right, do what's up, but that's the business. Back to the stitch, all these Puerto Rican kids with pistols. Doing sign languages, twitching noses. Asking where the money at.
Okay, Mega Random BF, Habubu BF. What the hell? That's the first time we'll see that one out of the random map pool. That's a little bit of a wrench in anybody's game plan, I feel like. With nobody having picked that as their home map, I'm sure that players were not prepared. Alright, thank you. So Turk and Khmer banned for these guys as the 2 global Civ bans. And the map pool is Mega Random and then BF, since both of those guys chose Mega Random as their home map. They got an extra random one, and it's going to be BF. And we're going to jump right into the first game here, guys. I want to make sure we can try to get 2 sets in. I'm going to stream this week, guys. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 days in a row, and we're going to finish the whole thing. Why is it saying game over? Is this, did I not roll back? Is it broken? Is that what's going on? I swore I rolled it back. Let's see if the same thing happens here. Okay. So maybe it didn't work. I don't have to roll back capture age as well as the game, do I? I did test this, guys, and it did work. So might have to just close this window out though.
I walked in the front door down in the ghetto and damn near got killed. People shot at me, robbed me, took all my reindeer, left me out in the street.
Nigga was motherfucking hyped up. The nigga that
Man, yeah, it says previous live is running.
from there, the motherfucker, it wasn't nothing stopping him.
What the rest of those niggas do?
Man, the motherfucker was just ready for anything. The niggas was packing burners.
I swear this worked when I tested it the other day. Let me see if I can do the PUP maybe. Wallager AOE, how you doing? Welcome in. We're about to do some hidden Holiday Cup casting. Just trying to roll my game back to the proper version to cast some older Rex. Yeah, Janu, the general idea is there is one home map for each player, and then the third map, if needed, is a map that comes from the random map pool of all the pools we have left. But today, since they were both mega random choices, we got two of those random map pool ones. Tonight we've got Gizmo and Snow Miser. To start off, we'll probably have another one. But to begin, it's going to be Gizmo and Snow Miser. We have seen Snow Miser once already in the tournament. Looked like a pretty strong player against Scrooge. I think he lost 2-1. And then we have Gizmo, who's going to be, I believe, our first time seeing him in this tournament. So it should be fun. If we can get the recordings to work. I've tried to roll back to the PUP this time. I'll check the ends. Thank you, Azar. Okay. So it looks like... Okay, there's a different build from games from the last 2 days. And then there's a different version from more days than that. Alright. So it looks like this getting these games to work might be a little bit more difficult than I thought, but let's see if we can make it happen. Azar, can you help me out? I think the game that you sent me that's Gizmo vs. Snow Miser is a couple days old. So that should work with the older one, right? Let's see. Yeah, this is like a week and a half old. So these should work on this patch. I would hope. Okay, so let's see if it'll work now on the PUP, and if not, then I'll try a different one. And thank you guys. I did have Sarah and Azar both already send me codes for the likely working version. So we'll make it work, guys. Might take a little bit of extra time, but we'll make it happen.
Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Moment Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat.
Alright, so the same thing happening on this version. It does look like I'll need to get a another update. Alright, so check build number on home screen. I'm guessing this one, so 99404. And I need to be on something else. Yeah, which build do you think I need for this game that's from the 5th, Azure? These games are from the 5th.
I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing cats and stuff. Now honey play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos and Queens.
96976 is the right one? Okay. Let me see if I can get into that one. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys helping me out with the codes and all that stuff.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day. No more
Okay.
housing. Thinking back on
I think we're all set now. I just need to relaunch and try again. Oh, it's updating now.
Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live.
Yeah, you guys were well picked mods and admins. Yo, Sheffy, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. I'll have some games for you tonight to cast, my friend, if you would like. I might even be able to join you on the late night and cast some that we haven't even cast yet, if you're down for that. And we are just waiting for another about 30 seconds for the game to update, and hopefully we can jump in and watch some of these things.
It's cold up here, you know.
Since this new amazing update that's going to fix all of our problems is released with the game. No more pathing issues, no more villager waypoints being in random positions. You know how the patches usually fix everything. No more monks. Cry. I don't do jumping jacks, Jade. None. 0. Never. Yes, Age of Patch. Hello, Hairnux. Welcome in. It's the Age of Patches.
When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. 'Cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fuck.
I think the monk stuff might end up being a monk buff in the long run. They didn't really fix anything that the pros asked for in the monk stuff, so I'm sure they're not done fixing them. But hey, look at that. Our mods are gone, which means that we did something right. And if we go to Gizmo and Snow Miser, can we watch the game? Nah, Mango died. We've been complaining about pathing since the game came out. It's not just HD. Everybody complains about pathing. Even in the old AOK, we were complaining about it. I think it's just one of those things, like, certain games have certain things that they'll always have like a complaint on, and that's just the thing that will always be the complaint for Age of Empires. Even if you fixed it, like, and it was working perfectly how you wanted it to, Hero would probably have some problem with it and make a video, so the devs would still have to keep changing it. So all right, here's the moment that we keep dying at, and it looks like we made it. So guys, we are in game. We're actually going to play this sucker. And it is a mega random game, which is both of their home maps. And look at the TC placement from Gizmo, way off on the side. Gizmo's going to play as the Goths. And we've got Snow Miser as the Vietnamese. I need to change that real quick. On my casting setup here. This is now Gizmo. Oh, chat's overlaying score. I'll turn that off. Thank you. That was one of my things that I was hoping to add to the stream this time, but since it's overlapping the score, I guess I need to change that. Okay. Hopefully that will work better. Meanwhile, back to the game. Snow Miser as Vietnamese has picked one of these small wood lines. I don't really know which one of these is better here. You obviously can't wall or build on the outside, so I don't hate either one of these spots. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of hunt needed. Now, I will say that Gizmo over here as the Goss, this TC would be a lot better if his opponent wasn't Vietnamese. Yeah, the chat's working now, guys. Not in the way anymore. Yeah, Mega Random as a home map is a strange choice, isn't it, Sarah? It's you know, you want to kind of have something prepared for Mega Random, and you can't really prepare it because you don't know what it's going to be. Sarah, by the way, if you want to jump in and cast, if you can get your game to where it will roll these, I'd love to have you join me. Yeah, Azar, I think that's the point, right? Like, if you think you may be an underdog in any of the games, Mega Random seems like kind of a leveler sometimes. In that case, though, both of these guys are playing with Mega Random as their home map, so, you know, maybe they both feel like that. Right away, you've got a villager lead for Gizmo. Mega Random was chosen... No, okay, so Mega Random was chosen from both players. This is actually both players' home maps. So that means next game will come from a random set. Okay, sounds good, Sarah. If you're around later, we'll try to grab you. Purple does have probably a little bit more food around his TC. I wonder if... yeah, Snow Miser has seen this boar already. Yes. Quick pause. Nothing big happening there. And just a reminder, guys, we've seen Snow Miser once already in the tournament face off against Scrooge in a good 3-game set. Was probably the best, most evenly matched. Oh, we've seen him twice already. Is that true? Who did we see Snow Miser play against? Let's see. We must have seen him play Kevin McAllister then. Yeah, Gizmo kind of scouting in 2 different directions, but I don't think that we've found anything yet. But yeah, like I was saying, we did see Snow Miser and Scrooge in probably what's been the set of the tournament so far. Scrooge did come out on top in that one, but Snow Miser did get a win, so at least 1 point for Snow Miser. So if he can grab 2 points and win this set, he'll be in a position to win himself passage into the next stage. Yeah, you could definitely screw yourself in a Mega Random, but there's also, like, you know, if you pick a civ that could be kind of half water and half, you know, like Japanese or Byzantine or maybe like even Italian. You could maybe give yourself a small advantage, but yeah, I think when you're picking your home map, I personally would like it to be something that I'm gonna know a little better than my opponent, and when it's Mega Random, I wouldn't feel that. Yeah, pick Huns. You really are rolling the dice if you do that now, right? Not as much, I guess, on Nomad as you used to be. But on this patch, of course, as this is the older patch, you wouldn't get all those cool things like the horse that does 1 HP damage. Score way in Snow Miser's favor, and that's because of the scouting. We've seen really good Snow Miser scouting in all of his sets. And he, of course, knows where the TC is from Gizmo because of the Vietnamese choice. That's very true, Azzer. But again, like if you're the confident high elo player, don't you have like a guaranteed win map that you could choose? Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely going to have some questions for these guys as far as some of the strategies they used. As we get out of the group stage, I'm going to have some good notes on these guys. I'm purposely not doing that right now, just to not kind of sway anything while everybody's still in the same stage. But once we get done on Sunday, we should be done with all the group stage games, and I'll have a chance to kind of, you know, dig deeper into each player, kind of look at all the games that they've played, their most common, you know, things that they like to do. Yeah, Snowmiser's been heavy Vietnamese. He's definitely played Vietnamese at least, I think, 3 times now in the tournament. Ask them why they sign up for a tournament and don't practice and play like they're 700 elo. I don't know who you're referring to there, Jade. I don't think we've seen anybody 700 elo. We have seen John McClane, who probably, in at least chat and my estimation, is our lowest rated player. I think we've got them pegged for Biz Biscuits. Obviously not sure about that one yet. The only one I'm sure about is Mike Jet. Who I'm pretty sure is, what was it? He's Scrooge. Pretty sure Mike Jet's Scrooge. Jade, it always looks like that. If you remember, like, when we watch Sheffy, like, do his Guess the Elo games, we always think that the players are less Elo than they are. So the mill comes down, boar next to that. Second boar coming in at the same time from blue. Neither player losing any vills. So just a peaceful game onto Feudal Age right now, though Gizmo idling his TC a little bit. Snowmiser's already had a good minute and a half of, excuse me, Gizmo's got a minute and a half. Snowmiser's already had about 35 seconds of idle TC. Gizmo playing as the Goth too, guys. That's a mega random choice for the Goth. That's an interesting one. Yes, Jade is never short of confidence. His AoE ability, I'm not sure why, but just kidding, Jade. Barracks coming down from Gizmo, so we may see some Goth stuff after all. And we will see some Militia right away, so a different kind of opening than we've seen from a lot of the other players so far. Haven't seen a lot of Drush type stuff, and we aren't going to see that out of the blue player. I think it'll be probably archers, but do we see any gold yet? Okay, we do see this gold, but the gold is in small spots on the map. If we look around a little bit, 3 tile golds, it looks, 2 tile golds even, are the only option. So this is going to be a gold desperate map. And both these guys are getting out to it pretty quickly. Man, but we've got Militia from Gizmo, and we just don't know where our opponent is. I mean, maybe we have an idea, but when you make these Militia, you don't want to have no scouting done on your opponent. And this could end up in a massive disaster for Gizmo. Or maybe if he finds like this gold first, it could end up benefiting. And look at the Vietnamese player starting with double stable. So throwing a complete curveball, double stable, we are going to run right into the wall here, which is, at least we find something for Gizmo the Gremlin. And it is going to be a range, and I wouldn't be surprised even if Gizmo went skirms right away, thinking that he's going to have a couple archers to face. He may go straight into archers, though. We'll see what happens here as the Goth player is putting up his range now. 27 vills to 24, so Gizmo in a little bit of a eco lead. But double scout production out of 2 stables for Snowmiser, and I don't think we've seen either stable yet. Yeah, completely blind to the stable. Haven't even seen a villager yet, for that matter. We're going to see that the TC is here now. Trying to put up a quick wall. And we see the gold, too. Is that where we're going? Yeah, we go straight to the gold, and then the scouts are out. So kind of as soon as we see them, we get them going to the enemy. That's really good timing for Snow Miser. Now he knows where the TC is. He's gonna see that archer and he's gonna decide to just pick off the Vil instead. So one Vil down. Meanwhile at home we're being just kind of harassed a little bit on the gold. Not too much trouble there. We do have these villagers working on the Ibex as well that we could find for some value. But yeah, we sent the scouts, or made the 2 new scouts are going backwards now. And then we're going to try and clean up. We will clean up, in fact. Looks like these militia may lose a scout in the process. Good micro from Snow Miser. We've seen him have some good micro in this tournament too. So Snow Miser doing some work with some scouts. I'm trying to remember when we saw Snow Miser face Scrooge, who I believe is Mike Jet. I saw some Gunnar Gates-esque things from Snow Miser, but I didn't think that was him. I thought maybe it was one of our booming players. So I'm going to keep an eye and see if Snow Miser gets to a booming stage at any point in this game. And this is kind of an interesting fight here. We've got the Vietnamese player going double scouts, just now getting bloodlines, but he's not going to have any scouts left on the field except for these 5. And they don't really have anything to hit because the TC is so close to the woodline already. Needs to find this gold. That would be huge. Meanwhile, we're being kept off of gold. And that is, like we said earlier, very, very dangerous because there's not much gold on this map and Snow Miser's forced to get out to the east side of his base. Yeah, finding either gold, really. I mean, Purple knows, I think, about a little bit more of this gold. Yeah, so he does know a little bit more about some gold on the map. But if this one was found with some scouts, there's nowhere for these guys to go. That'd be 6 Vils down. That'd be your gold done. Oh, and we found the mill villagers, and that may be 4 villagers down. Oh, no, we're in defensive stance. All right, we're going to decide not to chase those for some reason. Yeah, there's almost no farms able to be put here, Azur. That's a great point, and that's what the Bloodline Scouts are going to wait for here. And they are going to have now 6 total kills on these 5 scouts, and he's kept Gizmo away from these farms, and that is a very good job. Spears being produced. The Eco KD is 5-0 in favor of Snow Miser. We have kept Gizmo... we have kept Snow Miser off of this gold, which has been huge. We haven't killed any Vils, though. And he's just moved to this side, so there is gold coming in. And a couple of scouts, it looks like, go down to the TC and the spear there. Just 2 scouts left now. Good HP on both of them. So still harassing army that we can have from Snow Miser. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, Gizmo doing a great job of harassing right back. And this is something that we did not see in the, for instance, in the John McClane games. When one player was pressuring forward, it was almost all defense, 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 and the other player was forward. This game looking much nicer of a comparison as both players pressuring each other forward. All these farms have been idle almost since the second they were put down. Only this one is able to be easily collected from, and just now we're moving back out. And we should be fine with these 2 extra spears. What is Snow Miser's next plan, though? He's up to Castle Age. Gizmo buying a ton of food, trying to force his way up. He did get decent prices on that stuff, so was the first person to the market more than likely. But Castle Age is here from Snow Miser, and he's got 2 stables out, and a couple of knights could easily clear. But we do not have a couple of knights coming, we just have the 1 knight coming. Now we're making a 2nd knight. So 2 knights should probably clear the 5 archers and 1 militia that are currently idling our woodline over here. Ooh, has this archer found the gold? Oh, it's so close. All this archer has to do is move like a tile. I mean, we are 1 tile away here. And we find this gold. And if we can force blue off gold, then he's not going to have anything to make knights with. And He's decided not to pop out the couple knights yet, and purple's going to try and get out of there before he loses his entire army. Yo, Movable, welcome in, buddy. We are casting game 1 of Snow Miser and Gizmo, a Group B set. And Snow Miser finding this gold and this stone, and man, just be a little more active with your army, Gizmo. Just a little patrol or something here would be such a vital hit. Meanwhile, he's going to switch from gold to stone over here, so both players looking into stone. Obviously a good move for the Goth to start getting into some stone. And this is just going to kill us, isn't it, guys? Like, ugh, come on. Yeah, the Knights, I mean, just hanging out in the stable. They did enough to, I guess, drive away the purple army, but they haven't even been out of the stable yet. Let's see if we can get some damage. Look at, I mean, we know about all this space. We could probably pick off a few spearmen. Another gold found by Snow Miser, and that's probably going to be huge for him. And as Castle Age comes in, we just start making bills. No Castle Age research, no Castle Age units, and there we go. We're going to click the pikeman. So the Vietnamese player, double stable, has forced our Goth player into pikes. And it looks like they're going to add a monastery as well right away. And we did finally find the gold. It's in enough time for blue to bring over a mango, though. Yeah, the map is super interesting. It's a mega random map, movable. Ooh, good ground shot there. If you weren't here at the start, both of these guys chose mega random as their home map. So they're going to play this mega random map, and then we'll get a couple of random ones from the map pool. Second TC coming in from Gizmo. Yeah, mango headshot literally took out, must have like grazed the scalps of those archers walking by here. But got both of them. Still scouting going on by Gizmo, looking for this gold, and I love this. If he finds the gold places on the map, he's going to be in such an advantage over Snow Miser, who now has a group of knights out, and they're going to have +2 defense, they're going to have bloodlines, they're going to have all the things they need, but pikemen with +1 defense is the answer for Goths, and he's patrolling them around his farms. I love this. He doesn't have enough at home right now, but Snow Miser's going to have to make a decision. Do I go back and try to deal with this, or do I stay forward? And Goths can get crossbow too, so this could be a crossbow upgrade very quickly. We don't have fletching or crossbow right now, so even these archers are really only there to harass. We're not going to kill too many villagers. Good TC down here in the corner, but it's found right away by Gizmo. I'm not sure if he was paying attention to that or not, but he will have that ability to see that. Meanwhile, getting raided back at home on the farms. The pikemen trying to clean up a little bit. And on the front, we're back at this gold again. And we're distracted as this mango comes over. Distracted by the knights. Are we going to get a couple good shots? I would get this shot in on the pikemen. And yeah, he's decided to take a shot right at the base. And all these pikemen, oh man. This could be a big swing in the game. Even one shot on the archers could kill them all. Oh, there goes all the archers. All the pikemen. Purple's going to turn around and look for this army and just be absolutely devastated. He's back home dealing with this right now. But this army has killed one stable, so they did do something. Yeah, wheelbarrow with no double bit or horse collar for Gizmo. So he's going to have these vills walking at a pace. Third TC being added in from Gizmo. I like that a lot. He's been ahead of the TCs, which has kept him in a position where he could get in the vill lead, but he's behind by 10 vills because of all this idle TC time. 10 minutes of idle TC time. And still struggling for food, both of these guys. Only 6 and 7 farmers out. Monk's now out. I hear a conversion coming in, and it's a good one. Converted the most HP'd knight, and then we'll look to run his monk over. This is some good monk play. Good job from Gizmo the Gremlin there. Yeah, 7-0 Eco KD. Purple has been unable to kill any villagers, but look at this. No more gold, no more stone. We do have our gold down here, but where's the rest of the gold for us? We know about this. So does purple. He's been there harassing. I mean, is there even any more that we can see on this side of the map? That's all the gold on this end of the map. So this may end up turning into some sort of trash war. Some pikemen coming forward, and look at this. We're going to get a castle drop attempt, and there is no army out from blue. This could be a great castle. Very, very juicy castle as we take out the Mangudai, or excuse me, the Mangonel. Monastery, meanwhile, is at home for blue. He does have one monk inside there, but all these villas going to come forward, and that is a lot of villagers from purple. 15 villas forward for the castle. This is a what we've learned is like a half John McClane move. If this was John McClane, all these villagers would include all of these villagers. Like the whole team would go. Monk comes out, gets a conversion on the pikeman, and we're going to look to convert it back. I love this from purple. Yeah, you can have my units. We'll just convert them right back. Castle's up, and now you're going to be able to get those Husky boys out. And the Husky boys don't care about no TC fire. So we do know about this TC again. I mean, we have this vision because of our good scouting with our sheep. So all we have to do, yeah, is send stuff in that direction, and we even added a siege workshop. So I see major, major trouble here from Snow Miser going forward. Major, major trouble coming. In fact, we don't even have enough for our own castle right now, which I'm not even sure would be the best move because you really don't have that much to protect. Maybe a castle on this gold? Because if purple's thinking properly, he should be thinking about the gold, and we know about this, so this is exactly where we should go, and then we should be looking down here. We haven't really done either of those things yet. Just killing a mining camp. Both players thinking a little bit about grabbing the relics, which I like a lot on a scarce gold type of map. Yeah, look at blue. I mean, he's just got TCs in either corner of the map trying to stay away from this castle pressure. The score is almost dead even. Villager count in favor of blue. Purple, though, with the massive army lead at the moment. Blue with really no army on the field at all. Again, though, purple knowing about what we know. Another knight converted. And this one may even kill the mango. Great knight conversion to be able to snipe that mango. Would love to keep this knight alive too if we could, just to snipe any more siege that's coming, as there is another mango coming in. Oh, and look at the blue castle! What in the world is this? This is a blue castle, right? Yes, this is going to be a Snow Miser castle. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, here they come. He found a stone over here on the side of the map that I did not see. And how quickly... Okay, we're going to see this as soon as he places it. Meanwhile, back at home, we have one ram inside of this siege workshop. So not going to be near enough with the Husky boys around. And this castle, it's just not going to do as much as I think Snow Miser would have liked it to. Yeah, if he knew about any of this gold, or even like these farms, would have been fine. But really, like, the gold is where, you know, you need to be worried. So if you're dropping a forward castle, it has to be on gold, I think. This will be on the TC, so it's going to force Snow Miser to at least kind of have to think about it, deal with it. Oh, and a forward Vil got killed building a siege workshop, so... -1 siege workshop. Yeah, there's definitely vision of the castle. We saw it. You know, the barracks gave him the vision. Oh, vision of this TC, you mean? Let's see. Yeah, he sees the TC. He saw it when it was being built, so... Husgirl now diving in under the TC, and even though they are Husgirls, you don't want to be diving under the TC and just losing them all willy-nilly. And look at this. Okay, so I like the idea from Snowmiser was like, hey, let's hope that he's kind of all-inning and we can just, you know, kill his imp TC maybe. But he does know about these TCs, so maybe not the smartest play here. But, you know, desperation, maybe some quick decision making, not making the greatest decision in the world here. And these Rams, it look like we're queued to the farms instead of the TC. Now we'll get back to the TC. Blue meant to pick Koreans. Yeah, Koreans with some war wagons would be a great way to drop those castles like that. Meanwhile, though, Blue is losing his eco at home. Purple still hasn't gone to this place that they know about down here. Blue could maybe steal a couple farms. Another... I guess I like this castle a little bit more because it maybe protects this gold a little bit, and it's on the hill. But not... oh, yeah, yo, Daly, I didn't even recognize that was you. Welcome in, man. Congratulations on your making the playoffs. You as well, Jade, in our Fantasy Football League. Jade and I have the week off with a bye this week, and Daly's going to be fighting for the next round in the Fantasy Playoffs. So Ram takes down the market, and that's always a huge one for me, as you guys know. Without the market, we have a lot less we can do with our kind of screwed up eco, and as you can see, it is a pretty screwed up eco. Ah, Moose that you're playing, okay. Well, you know, Daly, I think I put in the write-up, he's like 3-6 in the last 9 weeks, so he's sputtering a bit, so you got a shot. Rattan's out, and we have seen Rattans quite often from Snowmiser in his sets. Yeah, genius. This is pretty much the only untouched eco that Blue has now. There's the market that we had to rebuild to hopefully get some gold, but we're out of gold. I mean, Purple has access to gold. Blue is even still hiding in this TC because he's so been raided so often. Yeah, guys, if you're not familiar with fantasy football, it goes on a point system, and in our league, it goes down to the 10th of a point. So it's 2 decimal places. Or is that hundredths? I don't know. I haven't done decimal places in forever. But anyways, it's 2 decimal places, and these guys friggin' tied. What is this? We're getting the Goths are gonna go men at arms, so we're gonna bump it up from the barracks and look for maybe longsword, two-handed even as we get to imp. Squires is coming in as well from Gizmo. And this is a very Mike Jet-esque play, guys. The 5 or 6 barracks. But as we saw, this player has already played Mike Jet. He was like 99% sure Scrooge. So Jade is begging for paper money from the Vietnamese player who is a long, long way from imp. A lot of idle vills here from Gizmo, though, who is looking like he's in the more advantageous position here. He's now up by 30 vills because of all the raiding, and we finally did get to this TC in the south with 2 Huskarls, 3 Huskarls, and a Ram. So this whole eco is going to be down the drains. We should lose another 15 to 20 villagers, and Purple is going to solidify their place even further. Jade, who did we see Gizmo play? Are you talking about the play-in game? Because if you're talking about the play-in game, this is potentially a different person. Okay, so after the play-in game. I don't remember who they played. Oh, Snowmiser played twice, yeah. Who did they play, though? They must have played the other person. Okay, so did they play Kevin? So Snowmiser has played Scrooge, I remember, but he also played Kevin, I guess. And he must have... Kevin 2-0'd that set, right? Because I was excited about Kevin playing Scrooge. think that was the what we were looking for. Man, I don't really know like what's gonna happen next in this game. I feel like Gizmo is in the overwhelmingly stronger position, and Blue is just everywhere. I mean, they're just torn in so many pieces, and they're making Rattans as their main unit against Huskarl. So I don't know if this is the proper decision here from our blue player. Not that they have a ton of choices. Scrooge, Kevin, Gizmo. Yeah, so I think we saw Snow Miser versus Scrooge. I know we saw that one, Snow Miser versus Scrooge. And since we're now seeing Snow Miser versus Gizmo, we must have already seen Snow Miser versus Kevin. And yeah, Kevin, I think, took a 2-0 in that one, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, look at this. A tower put up from Snow Miser. It looks like probably a converted knight and a Huskarl. Huskarl actually died there to the villagers. A lot of vills from Blue, though, gonna go down here. Oh, Snow Miser won one game in each set. Okay. Well, this is something that, as we get out of the group stage, I will actually have, like, a bracket and a chart for that I'll be able to go back to. But like I said, I didn't want to... I thought it was kind of unfair to, like, be showing some people and having the wins and losses and stuff up before everybody's done, so... More pressure on these TCs, another TC being added by Gizmo, and this is just going to kind of be a slow strangulation, I feel like, from Gizmo. I do have all the games that I've cast, I think, in my save games, so I can kind of get a refresher there. Yeah, Purple has taken control now of this gold on the side. He did forget about this, though. This is literally the only unpressured eco that Blue has, and Purple knows all about it, but hasn't got back to it yet. All Gizmo needs to do is send these guys into here, and the entire eco from Blue is idle. He's gonna finally steal these farms in the back. I really like that move. Yo, Mike. You're just in time, man. We're only in game 1 between Snow Miser and Gizmo. This was Mega Random is going to be the home map for both of these guys, so this is the only Mega Random we'll get, and then we've got two random ones, which we've already heard from Azure, are Black Forest, and I can't remember the other one because I was so thrown off by Black Forest being in the map pool. So we're going to see a Black Forest game next. And it looks like it's going to be a Black Forest game with Snow Miser down 1-0. Not only that, but this game is getting to the hour mark. Oh, Haboob, so it's almost like a mini Black Forest. A lot of forest maps for these guys. Thank you, Azure, for keeping me updated, man. I appreciate you. Azure, of course, one of the esteemed admins, along with Duke Sentry. Yeah, there's just the big... I mean, you know, the way that I play BF, it's open and aggressive too, right? If we get any monk school students... Like, if one of these guys is Telly, or if one of these guys is, even like Mike Jet, you know, we can definitely see some Black Forest aggression. But yeah, Haboob is it's just another random one. It's not like they picked it. Random as is BF. And it could have just as likely been like Socotra and Acropolis or something, you know? Just the luck of the draw ends up that it's BF. It may very likely be the only BF game that we see in the entire tournament, as nobody has chosen it as their home map up to this point, at least. Rattan's taking out these squired long swordsmen. I don't know why we are making long swordsmen instead of Huskarls. I think we could have stuck with just Huskarls for most of this stuff. We're going to lose all these to the castle. And Gizmo really just has to throw this to lose now. I mean, I gotta imagine that's the only way we lose is if we throw. Yeah, well, I mean, look at the idle TC time, guys. I'm laughing. This is what my game would look like at about an hour mark as well. But, you know, 40 and 45 minutes of idle TC while these guys only have 75 and 32 bills. I don't think Blues had over like 35 bills in the game. for more than maybe like 5 minutes. He's going to add another market. This is the third market he's had to make in this game. Huskarl being added all over the place by Purple. Purple has 1,800 gold left over, and Snow Miser is completely out of gold, and he's trying to make gold units. He wants these Rattan archers, but they cost gold, and we don't have any. Okay, thank you, Azir. I thought that was a 2-0 set. It was a good showing from Snow Miser, but Kevin looks strong, and that's why I was so excited to see Kevin versus Scrooge. And to be honest now, seeing Gizmo for the first time look pretty good. It looks like this group, this B group, could be an absolute group of death. I mean, even Snow Miser, who looks to be the player that's taken the losses, got a win in the one set we've seen from him. So if he does get 2 wins in this set, he could still move on. We do idle this TC for a while with the Huskarl spam, but we're just sending one at a time in there. They're going to die to this TC. Purple's probably looking for the blue eco too. There's some wood villagers down here. There's some farmers over here. Some farmers being protected up here. And we're getting a decent little death ball of the Rattans, but you know, if these are just Huskarls instead, we could already take this fight, and soon we can take it even without these being Huskarl. Especially if we can get in behind them and kind of block their path back to the castle. That would be the ideal fight for Purple. You know, alternatively, this could be 4 guys that are in kind of the middle range, you know. I don't think I've seen too much to say that, like, oh yeah, this is, you know, a 1250 player. This is one of the better players in the tournament. Yeah, Mike, if they can't find your base, and they really can't do much to it, and they're going to dive I just hate this. I just could not hate this more. The only way Gizmo loses this game is if he absolutely throws, and he's trying right now. I mean, we're going to lose so much to those longswords. Look at one Huskarl. Can't even get there. Meanwhile, Imp does come in for the Goth player as he throws his entire army without Imp upgrades. We should be able to make a Treb now. It does look like there is a Treb in production, so Treb and a couple Huskarls should probably do the trick. But yeah, Purple, I mean, luckily they're in this position that is so dominant because they are just throwing and throwing and throwing these massive armies. Meanwhile, we've known about this the entire game. We send 2 Huskarls at a time. Imagine if we sent those 20 longsword down here. Like, all of these villagers are dead. The TC's dead. You're killing another market. So, yeah, decision-making in the heat of the moment, obviously, is one of the tougher things about Age of Empires. So, you know, not making the decision to ever go down here while we've done the good scouting to find it is trouble. Jade is begging for the Imp click from a player with 10 villagers on food and 137 food. I don't think it's going to happen, Jade. It's very easy to click Imp if you could just click it without 1,000 food and 800 gold. But yeah, here come the Huskarls. And even with the numbers being heavy in the Vietnamese favor, these Huskarls are deadly. We're going to add some Scorpion in there too. Trebuchet comes to kill the castles, and this should be the GG coming in from Snow Miser very shortly. There it is. So good game. Just a better job of controlling the golds, really, from Purple. I mean, if you imagine these 2 castles that Blue dropped, if they're on 2 of the gold places throughout the map, just to secure some more gold, a much better opportunity. And I think a lot of that goes down to scouting. Gizmo scouted around, found that there was, you know, not much gold on the map, found all these little side TCs that Snow Miser tried to make, and we've seen him do that in all of his games, try to kind of branch out into new TC spots. So really good game. We're going to check the APM like we've become accustomed to doing here. Wow, look at that. Dead even on APM, 31 to 31. Big spike at the end of the game from Snow Miser as he tried to maybe just like scramble for something. But that's really interesting. If you remember, we've seen, I think it was Buddy the Elf with like a 60 APM. And everybody else has been in like the 30 to 40 range. I think McLean was down a little bit lower, maybe in the 20s. But this is going to be a good indicator for us. It'll be interesting to see if the super high APM people are the higher ELO players in the tournament. Yeah, next one's a BF game. I don't know what it's going to look like here next. It could be, if it's a BF game like I play, then it'll last like 20 minutes, and I'll either win victorious and look like a genius, or I'll just quit. But if it's a more traditional BF game, then you're absolutely right. We could get like 8 walling villagers and a very long game. So we got Gizmo Snow Miser, game number 2, and look at the civs, guys, for BF, Burmese and Saracens, and they know what the map is too. So JR goes boom, what's up, buddy? 20 good moves is better than 40 bad ones. I would say that's exactly true. Yeah, your APM is not as important as your as what you're clicking with that APM. Welcome in, JR. Good to have you here, buddy. We had to do all kinds of game manipulation to get this rollback to work, but I do think it's working properly now. And as I wait for this next game to queue, guys, I'm going to take the puppy outside as he looks like he needs to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Try and get the game set up for you first. 1 second. We'll be right with you. All right, so I'm gonna pause. You guys can take a quick look at the map. I'll be right back. Okay, let's go outside. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're back. Let's see. A wild Saspot appeared. Hello, welcome in. Yes, the doggo is very happy now. I gave him a treat. He didn't want to go outside. He was just tricking me. Okay, Mike says we'll either dock. Dogs have no patience. That's incredibly true. Movable. I hope we see double monk play here. It is Saracens and Burmese. Saracens, of course, is the old school smush civ. Burmese, obviously a newer civ with a lot of monk stuff available to them. And yeah, we could see some Wololo and Wololo action, but here are the walls. I do love that the scouts are going to be here to attack each other. We've got 2 from blue and 1 from purple, though. This should be a better fight for Snow Miser, and he should be able to get his wall down here. Does purple send anything more? No. He's going to stay with just 1 villager. Scout down from blue, and purple keeps his alive, but blue still with 2 full HP vills is going to be able to get this wall up in a good location. So he gets this little kind of cutout here that has some gold and a relic. Purple trying to come forward and bash down the wall. Wow, look at all the villagers he sent, and he's too late. It's going to be the wall up from blue, and blue is just going to wall behind. This is great for Snow Miser. You're causing so much idle time out of your opponent here. Yeah, just wall behind. Just continue to wall behind. Oh, is he through? Can't tell. Okay, this is half built. Yeah, this is just so good from Blue. If he can continue to produce at home... Wait, just wall behind. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are we doing? Okay, okay. You're just walling behind. I like this. But you're giving up now this little inlet. And Purple will just put up his wall and just be happy with this, I think. I don't think this was nearly that important. Blue has only idled 2 villagers. Oh, he did idle a few more, though. He thought he might need a few more villagers forward. Yeah, I mean, at this point, wow, look at Purple behind. I mean, almost the entire team forward. He's force dropping some food to not have too much idle. Both of these guys idling their TC quite a bit. Blue is sending even more villagers. There's no reason to send more villagers here. Just continue to wall behind. Put houses. But yeah, there's been 6 purple villagers here. 6 purple villagers here for the entire game. And if you look at home, Purple. Oh no. Oh, Gizmo. Gizmo! No! Gizmo! Oh, he's in big trouble. Okay. So a lot of people probably thought with like a Black Forest game would probably get like a long, like drawn out, kind of nothing happening in game. No, this is wild. It's a 6 villager forward, straight attacking a wall. That's true. He doesn't have a whole lot of wood left. He does still have 100, which we can drop a couple more walls like that, but Purple finally does get the boar in after losing a vill. No vills being produced. Look at that idle TC for the Burmese player. Already over 2 minutes. I mean, we have 10 villagers. 10 villagers. And 4 of them are working. 6 of them are on walls. Yeah, you're right, Mike. The scout is taking up too much room. This is just disaster from Purple, though. You gotta get out of here, man. Do something else. Like, absolute disaster. And it looks like we've decided to make it a lumber camp. Surprisingly, the score is equal here, guys. I mean, 15 vills to 11. I feel like it should be even more in Blue's favor, but at the very least, he hasn't lost anything to a boar. So he's got that going for him. Score lies, yeah, I mean, score does lie. Now, he does have his scout alive, and that's probably what is keeping his score where it is. Whereas Blue has lost his only military unit. Blue desperately now trying to get the wood to even build a lumber camp. He's going to be housed very soon as well. Purple is housed if he ever makes a villager. Okay, he just tried to make a vill and realizes that he's housed. Will he drop a house anywhere? House coming anywhere? House, Purple? There we go, okay. House even going to wall off this little inlet for him. Oh, he might have desires to kind of do something over here, and Blue preparing for it very early. These guys are both very, very scared. They both went forward with lots of vills. They're both checking the wood lines right away. Check DM. Yeah, will do, JR. Sorry, I don't have my Discord up. I have like something on all 3 of the screens, so. Yeah, JR, I'm more than happy to have you as a co-caster, man. The only thing is you have to roll back to like a certain version of the game. That's why I didn't reach out to you guys to start this one, because I wasn't sure how to get it to work. But yeah, if you want to DM Azure and get the beta code that I'm working off of, you can hop in for the rest of this one if you can make it. No, I can't do that, Jared. That's puts too much on my PC. Since I have Capture Age, Discord. I also have my Twitch open. So when I try to stream to Discord, it just doesn't. It's too much work. Mill coming out on the deer. Yeah, Purple gained nothing. I think this is a really bad move from Purple. I think that their idea, though, was to go forward. And if they didn't get in, I don't know that they had a backup plan. So I think they're kind of just playing by the seat of their pants now, unfortunately. So it might just be, you know, who is the better scrambler here. And we did see last game that Gizmo did a very good job of scrambling. This game, the decision making, I think, not so good in the scramble off. And now we're going to put some house walls down. Looks like maybe even a weird little house wall over here from Blue. Yes, they definitely did gain chaos. There was certainly some wild chaos from these guys. Also, JR, I'm going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, just to make sure that we get all of the games in. So I would love to, on any of those days that you're available, we can do like either you can cast on my channel or we can do like a simulcast where you're on your channel and I'm on my channel, kind of like we did with Sarah on the first day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday left. You can pick one of those if you're available, and we'll get you in. And I can actually have you set up like properly for that one. Oh, scoreboard! Thank you, Mike. I will heal you. Welcome in, by the way. It is 1-0 Gizmo. Gizmo got the win on the Mega Random map, which was both of these players' home map, which means that Game 2 and Game 3, if needed, come from a random pool, and Black Forest was the one that we got out of the random pool. Maybe the only Black Forest game that we get in the entire tournament, as it's not been chosen as the home map for anybody else. Of course, all of these players will get another chance to pick a home map at the end of the group stage. So they had to keep their home map through the group stage, but when we get into the knockout stage, they are able to change their map if they like. Both get into Feudal Age around the same time. Snow Miser's going to get there just a bit earlier with the Saracens. We do see a dock coming up finally, Mike. Now, I will say this about the dock, though. Docks are great. In BF, they're extra great if you get a pond. But this pond has only 2 fish. So only 400 food in there. And what you really want to be doing with the dock is making your fishing ships as you go up. That way you're still producing as you are getting up to the next stage. So it's like you're making vills while your TC is idled. So it's a big, big bonus. And we didn't do that for Snow Miser. In fact, we are not even making fishing ships now. So I don't really like the dock addition here for Blue just yet, although it could still work out in the long run. Vic says, how is Gizmo only 1 bill 30 seconds behind? Yeah, that's because Purple had lost one to the boar, I believe. It would be more, but he lost one to the boar. Yeah, Malay dock on BF is even better because you get all the extra food from the fish traps, right? I mean, fish traps are fine on BF, but like, why did we add this now? We're not getting any fish traps. We're not getting any. You know, this should have been 2 farms, in my opinion, I guess, for this one. Yeah, I think they fixed the infinite food thing with one of these patches. I think it's like 3,000 per fish trap now. It used to be infinite, but I do think they changed that. I might be wrong. I just kind of think I remember reading that somewhere. And it does look like we are set up for quite a long game, guys. Castle Age in for both of these players. I wouldn't be surprised if this turned into a kind of choke pointy, maybe even like Siege Onager, knock down some trees kind of battle. Try and give you guys a kind of a bird's eye view here of what we got going on. Meanwhile, I will take a look real quickly, as we're at a little bit of a down point, at the sets that we have left to cast today, and I'll pick out the next one for us. Looks like we got Ralphie. We're going to play a Ralphie game. And I'll tell you what, we will do Ralphie versus Buddy. Since we've seen Buddy and we think he's a strong player, we'll look at Ralphie versus Buddy next. Alright, so lots of palisade walls from the blue player, lots of stone walls from Gizmo. And I might even fast forward this a little bit, just because we've got a whole lot of nothing going on right now. Wheelbarrow in for the Burmese player. Added the monastery there in our little inlet to get our relic. Blue's gonna add some walls. And this is gonna be a post-imp game. So I am glad that we're getting some fast-forward action in here as more walls come up from Blue. Taking the... Okay, hang on. Okay, I thought this was a big mistake because he like accidentally clicked this, but he's actually building it. So this is actually good. He's building a ting in the back there. Yeah, this is not a wonder or standard victory tournament, unfortunately, for you guys that want to just make all these walls. You do have to kill your opponent. No wonders, no relic wins. Let's get back to the fast forward. TC's being added by both players. Let's look at that Vil count just start to pop up, and it looks like Blue is in a good 13 Vil lead. And wow, Gizmo to 5 TCs. Will he catch up in Vils though? 5 TCs from Gizmo, guys. Only 3 from Blue, so the Vil count is getting a little bit closer, and Blue a little bit of idle time, so Gizmo catching up. Oh, converting a wonder. I've actually never even seen that. I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that? Another TC and a castle in the back. So Gizmo looking like a pretty good boomer here. He's caught up to the number of Vils. He's way ahead of TCs, so that means he's going to add more Vils faster. Yeah, if you convert a wonder, it's insta-win for sure. That's like, you know, stealing a fucking pyramid or the Statue of Liberty or something. It's like game over. So this little inlet that purple did take has been a little bit useful because he's got this extra gold. He got the relic, so he's now going to have, I believe, 3 relics. Yeah, he's got 3 out of the 5. Blue has only 1 at this point. I'm not even sure where the other relic is. Maybe only 4 on Black Forest now. We still have a 35-minute game now that has 1-to-1 KD. So gotta love the Black Forest. Can't convert wonders, yeah. I kind of figured that was the case. Wonders, monasteries, and castles, I believe. And probably fortified churches now also. Ask the British Museum. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if you guys saw on, I think it was on Reddit today. Somebody posted a picture of like an actual relic that looks exactly like the relics in the game. I don't think it was that. I think it was in a German museum. I thought that was pretty cool. Imp coming in from both players. Purple going to get there a little bit sooner. And we may get to hit our play button here. Alright, Burmese are making elephants. The Burmese elephants, some of the best in the game. They're going to have good defensive upgrades to start with, and look at all the upgrades that are coming in. We're getting tons of monk upgrades, block printing, redemption, we're getting iron casting. So it's going to be monks and elephants, and this is a play that personally I like very, very much. I don't know how we're going to get through the walls. We do have the castle at home. We're not making any trebs, not making any siege. Doesn't look like we have any plan to siege anytime soon, and we're about to show our hand with the elephants because of this wall that's still up for Blue. Yeah, everything in the game based on something real. Exactly. They had to change a lot of stuff for like balance purposes, and you know, like Chinese don't get hand cannon and stuff like that, which obviously they like historically should. But you know, I got into the game as a kid because I was such a big fan of history. You know, I wasn't like I wasn't like a big gamer. I just loved history, and there was actual real history in the campaigns in this, so I thought it was so fun, and then became kind of you know, enamored with the game after a while. But the historical parts of the game, I think, you know, served to get a lot of us involved in it. All right, so the paper walls are going to come down pretty quick to these elephants, these Burmese elephants that will be elite very soon. They've got Howdah on the way, Theocracy coming. Yeah, paper walls versus Ellie. Even these gates, these stone gates with like enough room to gather around them, these elephants are going to go. And the Burmese player, I think we've already seen him get Atonement. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, terrific, JR. I'm going to have to switch to my my audio setup and stuff to get to my headphones. So I might have to wait till in between this game. But I'll hop in with you afterwards. Okay. So a good castle coming. Gizmo, man, 125 Vils. That's right where he wants to be at. This number of elephants with fully researched Burmese monks behind them is going to absolutely roll. Snow Miser, I don't think has any... I mean, Mameluke is the perfect answer to this, but if we have enough monks under a castle with some trebs here, Mameluke is not going to be enough. Although it's the perfect answer right now. Elite Mamelukes fully upgraded, and they're the perfect counter for these elephants. Elephants super strong. They have Howdah. The pathing is going to hurt them. It's going to help the Mamelukes, and this is a great fight for Snow Miser. He hid all those Mameluke for as long as he could. The only problem he's got is Blue could kind of last this out forever. This could go forever, and oh no! He's going to dive! And he may need to delete his own wall to get through here. No, the quick wall's not going to come down, but this castle is going to go up. Vils should hop inside. Hop inside, Vils. Hop inside. All the Vils are going to die instead. Now, he can convert one at a time with all these monks because he does have Theocracy already. But, oh, they're getting too close, and all of these monks should die one by one if he just clicks. Yeah, these are going to go down quickly. I would even delete my walls if I was Blue here. Oh, these are purple walls. Excuse me. But yeah, Mameluke now, if they could even run through the open gate, that would be huge into the eco. And as Burmese, I mean, you could probably switch to trash and deal with the Mameluke just fine. But it doesn't look like any intention of switching to any trash at all. Now we're individually selecting Mameluke. I like that method much better than trying to use Theocracy for these units. Theocracy I like a lot for like bombard cannons and siege onagers and stuff like that. Smaller units you still want to be clicking individually. Yeah, Mike's getting triggered by the gate not being locked. But the Mameluke's player does not want to overextend. He's going to wait for his BBC. The market prices don't look too bad, and we are selling a bunch of food now. 800 food for 935 gold. I think that's a huge, huge play by the Saracen player to get to the market first. Yeah, I mean, the Mameluke with the melee are made to take out cavalry. And that's what these elephant are right now, is you know, strong cavalry. So these Mameluke, and man, the answer that the Burmese player wants to do is Hussar. Maybe not familiar with how to counter Mameluke. I mean, Hussar is literally the worst unit you can make. You probably will not take an HP off of a group of Mameluke with a group of Hussar. These monks are still scaring him away, but if he only knew that there was just this 5, we could just dive this very, very easily. Yeah, Siege would be nice. We are switching in now to Haub, which I like. If we can just kind of force out a ton of Haub with our elephants as Burmese, I think that may do the trick. Of course, that's just going to switch our Saracen player into Arb, which if we do get to Arb Mameluke, I don't know that there's any way that we can get back from this. BBC are going to get converted. Yeah, I don't think that's the best play. But if blue is just not scared of the monks, just go dive and kill him, man. Yeah, one BBC converted. We should get the other one here, but we're not even trying. Not the best monk play with all those extra monk upgrades. Although these Halb, oh, and we've now shown the Halb a little early too, so that's going to allow them. Yeah, JR, I gotta switch my audio, so I'll have to wait till between games, man. This one's, I feel like this one's probably close enough. If I don't have you in my headphones, then you'll be doubled through the speakers. Yeah, I mean, we need some kind of siege here. Look at these Halb are just gonna get absolutely dropped. The Mameluke microing, we don't even really need to micro this. Just let them fire and they will just murder everything. The BBC coming behind. Man, Gizmo looked like the stronger eco player, but Snowmiser understanding really well the composition that he needed to get to here. And this game has completely flipped from my estimation. I thought Gizmo had this one in the bag, and now I think Snowmiser is in a position that he can't be stopped. He's almost double the score. Nah, you know, I thought blue might be Gunner in the first set, but I don't think so. I think I picked Gunner as somebody else. Although he could be. He could be. No, you're right. This is the one that we thought was Gunner, because that was the person who lost to Kevin McAllister 2-0. And Gunner does love a nice UU unit. We haven't seen Italians yet. If he picks Italians in Game 3, we can think that this is Gunner. And he tries the Tatty. Since it's on Haboob, that's a good Tatty map. Throwing a lot of Mameluke to the castles, though, when we have Bombard Cannons. Just keep your stuff together, man. I think you've got this one locked. Good find on the TC back here, though. We found a little inlet eco as well, which does not have any place to run. So good find there from the Mameluke. And these BBC, as long as they can stay alive, will likely kill all the TCs, all the castles. And yeah, blue probably knows that he's okay to throw a little bit because he does have great eco behind it. He is out of gold. Well, obviously, we're not going to have any trade or anything on this map. He's only got the two, excuse me, he may only have one relic. Oh, okay, we did get the second relic for him, so good job there. And the GG called from Gizmo. So a 1-1, and this is great. So Snowmiser gets the victory and keeps himself alive in the tournament. If he were to have lost that game, he would have been done with only one victory. So he gets the second victory here, allows himself into the third game, and if he wins this third game now, he's in the running. Wow, look at this! Right when this is probably when the elephant stuff was going on. A lot of crazy stuff at the early game. But again, right around that 30 mark, Snowmiser even had less APM in this one, the game that he won. So yeah, has to win it. Has to win the set. So he has to win this second game. Second W for him. Third game, I guess. Okay, JR, let me make sure that my audio stuff can work properly, and then we'll have you join us here. JR, are you there?
Yep. How are you doing?
Hey man, how are you? So I want to make sure that my audio stuff works because this is I've only switched into like this audio once during streaming, and it didn't pick up the audio from the Discord. So I want to make sure, chat, if you guys can help me out. Do we have JR on mic? JR, can you talk for me for a little bit?
Yep. Can you guys hear me? My name is JR Goes Boom.
Testing,
And
testing.
I'm going to be casting with the Capjow 9 in the Holiday Hidden Cup Continues edition.
Okay, it sounds like they got you. No doubling. All set. So do you have game 3 then? Did
I
Azure
do.
send you that? Perfect.
Azure hooked me up, and dude, he said, I told him that he's a wizard, and he said he's friends with wizards, and I believe it, but I didn't know you could do whatever we're doing here. I didn't know this was legal. This is impressive.
Yep,
Jow.
they're keeping me in line, man. They're making sure that we don't make any big mistakes. We don't have any games that we can't get. I appreciate it very much. The dog appreciates it very much too, as you can tell.
All I could
Yeah.
hear was the dog licking the mic. I think that's what I heard. I don't.
I don't think he got the mic. It was maybe my face. Yeah, okay, so JR, let's go ahead and hop into this game 3, which is a decider. Hey, Odd Blue Turnip, welcome in. This is a decider game between Snow Miser and Gizmo the Gremlin. I'm going to get over to my capture age, and we can get going. Let me see if the dog needs
And I
to go
am paused
outside.
at 5 seconds.
Okay, great. Let me see if he needs to go outside one more time, JR, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. How's everybody liking the tournament so far? I have been loving it. The sets I've been able to watch have actually been really competitive and really, really fun. So hopefully you guys have all been enjoying it, getting your own guesses out there as to who is who and whatnot. Azure, I think that's because you are cheating. Hate to say it. Don't like to be a name caller, but I'm pretty sure when everybody has to send you the games and you know exactly who everybody is, guessing is not a not really a thing. And if I sound like I have a little bit deeper of a voice than usual, it is because I am sick, but I am excited to be casting.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're
It'll be
sick,
very,
JR.
very fun.
That
Oh,
time
it's
of
fine.
year, I
It's
feel like,
just-
for everybody.
Yeah, it's just a gnarly cold.
Azure says the
But now
guessing
I
has
sound-
been too easy. He's gotten everyone correct.
Exactly.
Very nice. Okay, JR, I am at, actually, let me rewind. Where are you at? 5 seconds?
Oh, I was going to. I'm at 18 seconds now. If you
Okay,
want to come to
I'll
that.
stop. I'll stop at 18. I don't want to miss any stuff that happens here early on in this Haboob game, since we probably have a little bit more action than we did in that BF one. Hopefully, anyways.
I mean, it's a boob. It's kind of a Land Madness-esque type of map. I think we're going to see a lot of action.
Yeah, 2 big old boobs of wood right in the middle of the map. And we are at
JR Cody.
That's funny.
uh,
All right, 18 seconds, JR.
That's awesome.
If you're ready, in
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
do
Okay,
it.
so game number 3, guys. This is a decider and is a must-win for Snow Miser, and he picks the Mongols on Haboob. So,
So
interesting.
when you say a
choice.
must-win, Jow, what is the? How did that come to be here?
Okay,
for them?
so each player gets 1 point for any game that they win. They all have these 3-game sets. They have 3 sets each in their group because they're groups of 4. So that means there's a potential of 6 possible points that you could win if you win every set. If you lose the sets, you can still get a point for winning a game, and Snow Miser did that in his first set against Scrooge. So he has 1 point. He gets a 2nd point for his win in the game just a minute ago, and if he wins this game, he'll then get a 3rd point. So that 3rd point puts him in the running to move on. There's still like some things that could happen where he wouldn't make it, but if he gets 3 points, he's in the running. If he only has 2 points, then that's impossible to move on to the next stage, because only the top 2 from each group move on.
Gotcha. And we thought Scrooge was Mike Jet, correct?
Yes, we are very, very likely that Scrooge is Mike Jet. He did get a win against Snowmiser 2-1. Yeah, Azur's got it exactly right there.
Can we talk
3
about
points.
that Gizmo is pushing Snowmiser's herdables?
Oh, I didn't
Or,
even see that.
pushing zebras? Yeah.
He's
It's
pushing
awesome.
from the other side of the map.
Yeah, he just
I didn't
pushed
even
one.
see. Wow. So Gizmo doing some laming work maybe there. Push the deer from the middle. He's also get some good scouting. He's done a good job of that. As has Snowmiser in this one.
That's testosterone.
Oh, and wow, look at this
Oh
from
my
Gizmo.
lord.
Gizmo's gonna go out to the outside wood. I don't think I've seen anybody ever do this in Hibu before.
That is really far. Could be good. Could be hard for Snowmiser to find this, but also if it is found, all the villagers on the woodline, especially if it's archers, all the villagers on the woodline are dead. So it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see how that pays out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's absolutely no protection there, but here you see the problem if you kind of try to go get wood on the main boobs. It's really easy to find, and you're gonna have to deal with pressure. Hairnooks, I think today I've got planned. I think we've got a Group A game next. A set from Group A. But like I said, we will finish them all this weekend. Intriguing who is Scrooge. Yeah, we think it's Mike, but, you never know, man. It could have been somebody fooling us.
True. Very true.
Which lumber camp makes it easier to suckle that wood? I mean, this one looks a little better just because there's like a little curve in the wood
Wait.
line.
Purple went to boat. Wait, Purple did
yeah,
double
he did,
lumber
wow.
camp at 15 Vilt. Wow, that is quite the investment.
I don't think I hate that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't think I hate that
That's
because
not.
you're going to be pressured off of one, so you can always just go to the back one. And if you make this one here, this will be the only place that Snowmiser thinks you're taking wood. So if he comes forward and you leave this, he'll think that he's got you completely off wood.
I think I would rather. I think I like the idea, but maybe do that when you're clicking up to feudal, not with your 15th fill, because now
Yeah.
you're 7 on wood. I mean, there's not very many builds that are 7 on wood on the first.
Maybe a little behind, but I can
18.
tell you what build is 7 on wood this early, and it is a heavy archer play. And with the Mayans,
an all-in monk archer
see
play as
that.
Mayans would be really strong.
And there he goes.
That could be awesome.
JR, there he goes to push another ostrich from the other side of the map. So he's got all of them actually. I don't know if he actually got. Yeah, I think he got all of them. Oh no, one zebra was taken by Snowmiser. Yeah, guys, Azur, I think you're exactly right, but I would never find this. I mean, I wouldn't even look over in the outside of the map. I wouldn't even be thinking about that at all.
Wait, was Snowmiser was who I thought was
Gunner.
last game,
Right.
but now Gizmo's doing exactly what I would think Gunner would do.
right. And neither one
Oh,
of
I'm
them.
so confused.
Neither one of them picked Italian, so
Oh my goodness.
in the whole set. Although it looks like if blue goes to gold here, they've not made a mill, which I do think is a Gunner trait. He does a lot of non-mill stuff because the barracks acts as that second building, I think.
Because we don't want to be sneaky when we go to boobs.
Yeah, Italians
Bricks
were
is
not
saying
big.
wild things in chat.
If you go after one boob and get kicked off, yeah, sneak though. That's very
Yeah.
true. Very true, Bricks. I called you boobs. So,
Yeah,
boobs
hey,
on the mind.
it's okay. You can call them boobs. It's okay.
Yeah, Gizmo.
You got boobs on the mind. That's totally understandable.
Gizmo some good pushing, but yeah, double range from Snowmiser, and this is right up the Gunner Gates alley. As he gets
I think
two
that
ranges
the
down.
Mayan player is trying to do what the Mongol player actually successfully did, which
Yeah.
is a heavy archer play. I mean, we're getting double range blacksmith on a 19 vil uptime as a Mongol player. That's pretty effective.
Not a ton of gold, though. Welcome in, Mr. Apple. Thank you so much for the follow. Guys, I am trying to get to 500 follows during this tournament, and I'm in the 400. So if you're watching and you don't already follow, please hit that button. And we're going to be running this tournament all the month of December with JR Goes Boom, Serums, I Love Baskets, Iron Chef, a bunch of co-casters. So thank you very much for the follows. Seamus AoE2, welcome, welcome.
It looks like a bra now. What is happening, chat? What
They
is
connected it. A
happening?
nice little strap there. The gold is the what's it called? The clasp.
A class. Oh my! What a time
And
to be alive.
another-
Third range.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this is a gunner move again. Third range. When he can there's no chance he can produce out of these, by the way. And I argue with him about this all the time. He makes buildings that he can never ever produce out of, and literally, if you watch this building for the rest of the game, it probably will not produce while these two are producing for the entire rest of the game.
Well, if there's something I know about Gunner, he is a stubborn boy.
Yes.
And that's okay. We like him, but
That's why we are friends, probably.
but that's something you would definitely do here.
But yeah, third range, nothing producing out of it, while we have them producing out of the other two ranges. Typical gunner move. And there's all right, now we've got it producing, but now the other two are producing, so
See, Mike just feeding into the lies. No, you want to just be producing out of the two.
no,
And
well,
consistently, then
Mike,
add
no,
the third.
Mike Jet is in the same exact category. It's not ranges with him, it's barracks with him, but he's in the same category of gunner
Oh
for that
my
one.
gosh.
Attacking the wall.
Mike sitting back, drinking his beer as he micros with one hand.
Oh, but look at the archers. Here we go from Snow Miser. This is Gunner. He knows the number he needs. This is Gunner. Thank you so much for the follow there.
I
missed who
think
that
I
was,
agree.
but,
I think I agree. This is a very Gunner play.
yeah, it's just exactly
Especially
what he
him
was
not
doing.
going onto the berries.
Yep.
This is yeah.
And now what will happen is we'll never see a Castle Age switch. This will just be archers forever. I love this tower
You know what?
by Gizmo. On the
Yeah,
gold.
if Gizmo just walls in this tower, this push cannot have nearly as much value, but if this is not walled in, I think you just dive it. Just dive it. There's no reason not to here.
Yeah, you could
You're gonna
just kind
forever
of-
make more archers anyways.
And Gunner knows this very well, that you can dive towers. I've heard him very
Oh my
recently
goodness.
chastising somebody for not diving a tower. So he knows exactly what he should be doing here, although he's not doing it. And I think he's just
Oh,
taking it away.
interesting.
Now, if he does find that other wood, which he just... Oh, he saw it! He sees it, JR. He knows where the other wood is. Is that where he's headed now? If he goes there, that could be game over.
Yeah, yeah
And
that's,
not only that,
that's
but JR, if this is Gunner, and Gunner gets a third win and makes it to the next round, that will be a huge upset. Because I do not think that his elo was expected to move on to the next range. I think he was in like the 1060 area.
I would not be shocked at all. if
He's
Gunner
got him.
was- Again,
He should lose 6 vills here. 6 or 7
yeah,
vills.
at least.
Purple's army is completely out of position.
Oh, Gunner, go.
Yeah,
I keep on calling him Gunner. I'm actively calling him Gunner
Yeah,
now. This
it's
is not
okay.
good. This is not how it should be.
But we're not killing any
Dude.
vills, man.
Snow Miser's got 12 archers sitting at home for being produced.
And Purple does have skirmishers and archers in an army here that will kill this blue army, so he's going to lose a lot to this, and didn't kill enough villagers, I don't think. He did idle that woodline for a long time.
I mean, it is 7-0 as it is right now, and we have a lot more archers coming in for Snow Miser.
Eco KD's
This
crazy.
tower's still not being walled. Oof.
But JR, think about, he hasn't been adding vills, so even though he's got 7-0 KD, he's only up like 5 villagers right now. And he needs
Yeah, but he
to
is
keep
causing a
producing.
lot of idle time, too, for the other player. I mean, their idle times are very similar. here.
Look at
Oh
this.
my gosh, we're seeing another...
He deletes the wall to add in a 4th range.
I love life.
And meanwhile, by the
Oh.
way, we are producing 3 at a time, I guess.
Yeah, whoever this player is kind of a
Okay,
little bit trying to prove you wrong.
He
Jao,
has
a little
proven me
bit.
wrong. He's keeping these 3 producing, and he's adding a 4th. So I do still think this is Gunner. I think he's just doing this really well. But
Yeah,
again,
and this army should be able to take this fight. They have armor and +1.
But again, JR, the stubbornness. Like, why not a stable? Why not, like, 5 farms? If you add, like, scouts into this army with your 20 archers, you're absolutely going to crush everything on the map. There's nothing that can be done to you. But this
The
is Gunner's
stubbornness
thing.
is this, Jao. The rest, if this is Gunner, and he does this in a tournament game that everybody's watching, for the rest of his AoE 2 career, he can say, yeah, but do you remember that one time?
I mean, if he
that
finished this tournament without a successful Tatty, I think he'd be very disappointed. So
Exactly.
this is his last chance. I mean, we've already seen all the games from him. If he wins this one, he has a chance to move on. If he loses this one, his tournament is over.
Just decimating the army.
Yeah, even the skirms go down quickly. And I think you're right, JR. Diving that tower would end the game. That's his
I think
last
he should
wood.
just do it. I think that's the
Yeah.
play here. And I think you take 2 archers to the other wood line, all the rest of the, and potentially to the golds that you saw, and then the rest dive that tower, and it's GG.
Well, I can tell you that I've seen Gunner do this a ton, so I know like what he does when he gets in this position. He's never going to stop adding archers, obviously, but now he's just going to literally surround the TC. Like, he'll try to idle as many farms as he can. He'll get like little groups of archers and put them all around the TC. So if he does that, we can even kind of further confirm that we think that this is more than likely Gunner Gates.
Hey, if this is Gunner, I want to say congratulations for growth because
Oh, but he's
he
diving
has put
the
down a
TC!
mill.
No!
Oh my gosh.
We're losing
Gunner.
the whole army.
No, Miser, what are we doing? What
The
is that?
whole army will die to the TC.
We are putting down the market and actually on food and producing bills again. So it is a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, a Christmas miracle, and we might even like try to get into the Castle Age in this game, which would be another Christmas miracle. But we just lost our whole mass, and there are skirmishers out, and now we're gonna die. We idled our ranges for a long time as well. We're not able to produce out of them now with not enough gold. And now, if you're gonna think about Castle Age, you need to think about keeping your army numbers alive.
That's got to be the thought process here as we put a market down. I mean,
Still ahead by 2 vills, so not in the worst situation, but not adding any more vills. And you gotta remember to add the vills, because if Purple gets back into the situation where they're in the eco lead, they're gonna feel very comfortable and confident. We've seen they are a very strong eco player.
I just really think that that Snowmiser could have ended the game going under this tower.
Yeah, a huge
think,
misplay. I think you're right.
I think it was just a little bit of an overestimation maybe of the position because he tried to take a fight underneath a TC, which is just... You only do that if you are, like, GG
Well,
right
I
after.
think that was just a mistake. I think he was looking other direction and clicked like a skirmisher to fight, and then just kind of chased him under.
Maybe.
Obviously, guys, with 25 APM being the average APM in this series, it's going to be tough to be, watching your army, watching your eco, making sure that everything's happening at once. And funnily enough, JR, I think the split of those 2 lumber camps, all that time it took from the archers to walk from the tower to the lumber camp and not get the value there, I think that may be a huge swing point in the game. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Snowmiser just now getting double bit, which is another Gunner move. Going Tatty.
I will say,
he's not gonna get that
Gizmo
early.
being up, that's, I mean, it's Mayans versus Mongol archers, too. That's the other thing. I mean, these Mayan, that's probably one of the reasons that it was able to trade so effectively is just the cheaper archers here. And I know we're going full skirm now, but even those initial fights, I was kind of surprised how much the Mayan player was able to have
Well, if
compared to the production.
If you look at their eco setup, I wouldn't be surprised to see some eagles added, although I would like to see them added now. Because a couple eagles with some skirms behind against some feudal age archers could be really good. Yes, Hernux, Snowmiser is the player that did the sneak range attack. So that's what I mean. This player has failed a Tatty in this tournament already. They kind of failed a Tatty against Scrooge in the first set too. So I think that this is Gunner, and that's why we're saying like we'd like for him to have a successful Tatty Rush since he's had a couple of failed ones. And as this
And
castle,
the thing is, if it is Gunner, the failed ones will not even matter. It'll only be, hey, do you remember that successful
Yeah.
one? I
Well,
love it. That's the best.
it's a bit of a shame too because in that one he was in a great situation and just didn't use it very well. And in this one, he's been in a great situation and just didn't use it very well. So he's had the opportunities. Like he's pulled off the build really well. And this is exactly what I think he would do when he gets Castle Age. You have to go forward right away. He needs to kill this eagle. Kill the eagle, dude. Okay, good. So he saw the castle and he knows he has to go forward. He's gonna also
Well, we
know
are
that
going-
he needs to do some
Ooh.
market stuff. Siege Workshop now from Purple, and this is unfortunately for Gunner. This is what I see from him when he tries this build against decent players. Is they just kind of are able to hold him off, hold him off, hold him off. He never has a second plan to go to. There's no Castle Age. There's no addition of scouts or anything, so it becomes just this kind of exercise in futility until we get bada boomed or walk under a TC,
Yeah.
I guess.
Ooh, there's a Mangonel in queue. Now we're gonna go for the tower with the Siege Workshop right beside it. Okay. Oh, baby.
Yeah, disaster.
Oh, mama.
We will kill it all, so that's good.
Yeah, but this Mangonel might kill it all.
I mean, look
Prepare
at the
for bada
builds,
booms, Jow. Oh,
Boom, one.
no. Does it? Oh, he gets
Boom,
another shot.
two.
Oh.
Okay, that wasn't the worst. You're still got 13 archers. Just camp the tower, man.
Wait, wasn't the worst? There were 39
But
archers,
just
Jow.
camp
Now
the
there's
tower.
13.
Just camp the tower.
Now there's 13.
You're up 10 bills now. Don't leave. Why are
I mean,
we
that's
leaving?
true. That is true. That is true.
Like you're up 10 bills. Look at the eco from Gizmo. Look at his resources. He has nothing. The longer you can idle this, the better. I mean, you haven't done anything behind it, so you're never getting the Castle Age. This is
Wait, why are we making a ram for Gizmo? Interesting. Hey,
Gizmo
ram is
with a
not what I
ram.
would build whatsoever.
Did he cancel
That
it?
is not.
No, he
Nope,
created it.
there's
Okay.
a ram a choo choo.
Oh, you know what? A ram's not a bad idea though with all these archers.
But Bills just could kill rams. I mean, and you only have skirms, so it's ram and skirms
Yeah, but,
versus
you know,
archers and bills. I definitely take archers bills.
Vils is not something that Blue has a lot of that he can spare, so I wouldn't send this ram forward like he is. I don't know what that's about, but he also has elite skirm.
Yeah, at least skirm is just so punishing here. I mean, what's the damage that these fleshed archers are doing?
He's hopping in
Like,
the ram.
-1.
So the ram had some use. He's hopping in. We know Mike loves his Castle Age rams in the chat there.
Mike Jet, no. Mike Jet, do you know the number of games I've won with Castle Age Rams? And every single time I say, don't show Mike Jet this game.
And it is okay. The 32-minute Feudal Scout edition for Snow Miser needed to
Oh,
be
this
early.
castle! Ooh,
Yeah.
this castle.
Castle was gonna put it directly where the archers were.
Oh.
Changed his mind, and this will be fine. This will come up because of the ram and what's in it.
Put it on the face.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
So Snow Miser trying to micro down, but look at the elite skirm and the castle goes up, and there's nothing that Snow Miser can do here. Decent attempt at the Tatty, just needed to get a lot more value and maybe stay at a few different places than we were. And once we get into this wood line, it's big trouble.
No Miser does have a 9-vil lead, which is just shocking.
9-vil lead,
to be
but
honest.
Feudal Age.
15 farms? Like, we're close. We were bought food. We're really close. You just stop villager production and pray. Maybe get some towers out.
Oh, and bada booms are coming in on our leftover archers that are going to have to run around the boob. They're going to have to go to the under boob to get back here. Yeah, purple could definitely add eagles. They could even add plumes, and that is what they're doing, is adding these plumes. And these plumes will be devastating to the villagers.
Why is chat not saying anything when Zhao casually says he has to go to the underboob? Why? I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh, this actually could be huge too. Go to the woodline again. There are 8 villagers here.
Oh yeah, and he's known about that the whole entire game. Again, JR, the play sense from these guys is just a little bit lacking, and you can tell. I mean, when you're 1200 and below, you probably know JR as someone who's recently gone from 1200 and below to now like 1400-ish. It can be just those little things, like little decisions in the game. You know, your builds could be good, and just little fights. Telly says side boob, yeah. Side boob would work too.
Side boob.
They had to walk around the side boob to get to the under boob.
I mean, it's 51 to 43. Purple hasn't added TCs, which I wouldn't either at this point.
Yeah, Castle Age
They
is
are
coming
going
in.
plumes.
And we're gonna find this wood. Okay. So if we kill, we gotta kill all of them though. We gotta kill all 8 of these. If we kill all 8 of these when we get to Castle Age, we might be in a position where we can have a crazy.
So when we
comeback.
get to castle, what are we going? Are we going trying to get some steppies out? Because we actually have res.
No, I think
We actually have.
it has to be crossbow first. Crossbow with Bodkin, just because you do still have a mass here. And oh my gosh, man, pay attention. Kill the Bills. Neither one of them are paying any attention to this right now. So the Bills aren't
no.
dying.
Okay, we're putting down another stable. I think it's going to be either knights or
Gunner,
steppies.
please move your fucking archers to kill these Bills.
Actively calling him Gunner.
Yes,
This has gone too far.
Him and Mike, I already
has gone
like.
too
I'm 99% sure that these are who these players are, and now Purple will place that deadly castle that we saw originally, and he still has these fucking things on stand ground. God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Don't put your shit on stand ground. You already walked it
were
under a
8
fucking
villagers there.
TC while you were on stand ground. Don't put your shit on stand ground, please. Don't use
Unless you're playing this
stand
tournament, then
ground.
exclusively use stand ground, please.
If you're watching your
Exclusive.
army and you want to use stand ground, go for it. Don't fucking use stand ground. It's so bad. If you're 1800 or up, use stand ground. If you're not, use defensive stance. It's so bad. Like, this is 8 villagers that we should have killed, and we're now doing literally nothing. Yeah, sorry, the camera's... I banged my desk. The camera's not like attached to anything. It's literally just hanging off my monitor. So 3 castles.
Wait,
down the
why does
middle for
Gizmo have
Gizmo.
0 on wood?
Because he's off the wood on the left.
But we have this one with the tower and the bottom blooms and all the good stuff over here.
And he has plenty. He knows the wood is all outside. You know, he could go anywhere he wants to with the wood. He just doesn't need it right now. He's probably going to make an eagle switch. If I had to guess, it's knights from Snow Miser, but he's only able to produce 1. Rams and mangoes on the only TC left from Snow Miser, and I just don't think he's going to have enough to do anything here. Still, this mass of archers, just the value on these was just not enough. 6 kills only on these 13 archers that are left over. We do have a little mass of steps, though, that are going to be able to take out the mango, but they're going to dive it under the castle, and they probably should lose a couple there.
He does have +2.
And
So maybe
the
not.
castle's aggroed on the ranges, so it's actually not doing
Oh,
anything.
I hate that too. Oh, that's the worst.
Which, if that happens, that means you actually did click the building, because if you haven't clicked the
Yeah.
building, then it will automatically go. And yeah, much better value out of these archers now, right? Good thing we stand grounded them directly under the fucking TC. Dude, if I could hit my desk harder without the fucking camera falling, I would. Ah, frustrating.
Lions are going Monkas, huh?
Another
Dude, what is up?
castle.
How does the Lion player have this much stone?
Yeah,
What?
this game is just over. This castle should be even further forward. And now it's
This is nuts.
3 stable step lancers where we can't possibly produce 3 step lancers out of.
Hey, at least it's consistent, Joe.
Yeah.
You cannot ask for anything more than
That's
consistency.
true. Hernick says those archers were just taking a break after all that work killing the lumber camp under the TC there. They're like,
True.
you know, screw it. Vilcount's still close, Mike, you're right, but there's no TCs for blue pretty soon. He did manage to keep this TC up, so good job there, but he's just unable to do a whole lot. He's moved to the wood on the outside, so he does have some wood collecting. Purple's gathering the relics. Purple, JR, I think, is a very clear late game player, and I'm just from the basic descriptions of the players, I'm leaning towards Koalolo. I've never seen him really play before, but because of the way he described himself as like a kind of a boomer turned into a more aggressive player, he does seem more comfortable spreading out and booming.
Hey, Zhao, why did we make a petard?
Who made a petard? In Purple's castle?
Gizmo?
Where is it? I don't see
I
it.
want to know. I want to follow this guy for the
Where's
rest
he
of
at?
his very short life.
Oh, he's in here. Okay. Oh, no, he's outside the castle. Well, I think they're for the TC. Oh, and the monks are huge because he's making those knights instead of step lancers now. Oh, look at this castle. Purple is an absolute animal with the castles, and it's been 15 with him every time so far.
I actually think that
That's 12.
blue can if blue brings back the step lancers, this can get stopped.
I don't think
100%.
so. I think the monks will convert the knights. I think we'll
If
get
you
3
get 5
conversions.
conversions, I agree.
Well, we only have 3.
But-
I do think we'll get 3 though, and the castle has some plumes and skirms in there. So maybe we can distract long enough, but we're not letting them out.
There's
I
a
think he
Megan
forgot.
coming out too.
I think he forgot about the units that he has in the castles. So did we delete that? Yeah, we deleted that. That castle, we're going to get 1 conversion. Only 1 conversion, though. Oh, we did get 3. I'm sorry. We
Stillmiser.
got 3. 3 conversions.
Stillmiser, go back to the wood line. It's the gift that never stops giving.
How does he still
Gizmo
have...
refuses to go back to the boobs for consistent wood line. Just
Gizmo is on the
refuse
boobs.
it.
He's on it with a couple bills. He even re-lumber
I know, but look, we're going back. Go back to the wood.
Okay,
we're going
yeah.
back, Chow.
This is great. Okay, if these fucking things are on stand ground, I'm just gonna kick this fucker out of the tournament, like, right here. Hey, they're moving! Let's go! Alright! We're killing bills.
Oh, there's juicy bada boom potential. Jow.
That's a lot of bills.
Boom. Another?
Bada booms on the monks, too. Huge bada booms on the monks, and what a swing! What a swing in
Snowmiser
this
can win
game.
I believe. I
I mean,
Snowmiser can win this game.
JR, there's 4 castles that essentially do nothing. I mean, they take 2 tiles of gold away from blue. Aside from that, maybe you could say they're protecting your gold, but these 3 castles in the middle are completely useless except for, like, stopping a push in the middle. And now
Oh
look
my
at this
gosh,
castle on
the
the
5th
outside
castle?
right.
I think that after the 4th castle, you should be kicked out of the tournament. Chow.
If he puts
I think that should be a new rule.
If he puts a castle
rule.
right there, and he puts a castle in the exact same side boob spot on the other side, then he'll have blue
Side boob
completely
spot.
trapped. Like the side boob hill over here, you know?
Put it on the side, boo. Meanwhile, they're not gonna see it, are they?
Low Elo says,
No.
boomers love Bowsaw. Neither one of these guys have Bowsaw yet, so maybe we can look for... I can guarantee you Gunner will not get Bowsaw. Pretty much. He might surprise me again, but... Gizmo...
There are 9 monks. but-
Mike says Gizmo did unclasp the bra. That's true. The bra is
No.
now off. The boobs are now naked and being taken.
Oh,
but
but finally gonna dive this.
the
dive
steps.
tower.
oh, he could just kill it. What is he doing?
That tower is the most. I have never seen a tower get more
Or
value.
kill
out of
any
it.
of this shit. There's
That's
so
true.
much value there. Kill it, man. Where are you
Oh,
running?
fine. We're just inspecting. Don't
Just
mind.
passing. Yep, just passing. Just getting some
Just
scouting.
passing. Okay,
Oh,
Castle
where
Age
we're going
Rams,
for
right? We
scouting.
want to see Castle Age Rams. Give the people what they want.
Manganelle, excuse me, coming out for blue. I don't know what the point of that is. Maybe he expects some more plumes. Force scouting, says Azure. Lots of monks now from Gizmo.
Agreed.
And it's Mango killing Step Lancers.
I don't like the world that we live in, Jow. That's for sure. I don't like that.
There's a lot of monks here. Of course, Mayan monks are not very good. They don't have a lot of the upgrades that you would like.
Oh.
And this is not a
Oh.
good decision. Step Lancers are not knights. They don't convert super fast, and they have range. You're going to lose all your monks. You may end up with 1 or 2 Step Lancers here. But you should probably... Okay, well,
Oh,
proves me wrong.
wow.
This
That
is
went
on the old patch.
surprisingly well.
This is on the old patch.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, fair.
a little bit faster, maybe. Low Elo, is that true? I thought they didn't get the bonus on Step Lancers. I thought there was a like a 25% bonus on Knights and not on Step Lancers. I may be wrong there. I know it's not true for Camels. There is absolutely a conversion bonus on Knights, 100%. Unless they change that in one of the most recent patches.
All the units except Eagles.
And ships. Okay, there was 100% at some point a conversion bonus against Knights.
Yeah, I would be. That's very surprising if that's not true. LC getting added in for the Mongol play.
I'm 1,000% sure of that, Loelo. At some point in the game,
And
there was a
for you
quicker
guys
Night
doing
King
math at home, 1,000% is more than 100%.
that's 10 times.
Yeah, actually 10 times more.
In fact,
yeah.
you know what? Give me just a second.
And
Since
if
you don't
you guys
believe
are
me,
new to the channel,
Loelo.
welcome to the portion of the show where Zhao proves that he's correct.
You probably can't see that, but this is the original insert from the Age of Kings 2009 classic. 2004, whatever the hell, 2000, whatever, 1996. I don't know when this shit came out. But yes, if you are attacked by knights, you should use monks. Here's more conversions, but we're out of position. Yes, that is the Age of Kings insert. It may have been from Age of Kings, literally, but I do think that was a thing, at least. A lot of monks thrown there. Guys, what is happening in this fucking game? Like, what is going on? Blue seems to be getting all the better trades, but is in, like, the worst position ever. No, the insert does lie a lot, guys. Like, I used to point out some of the things that they say that are, like, crazy. I can't remember what they are now. Oh, one of them is, like, if you get attacked by galleys, use demos. Which I don't think would work very well anymore. Now that there's, like, micro and stuff. Somehow there's purple villagers diving in. Purple is making rams somewhere. This game is absolute nonsense. Like, purple should have been... Well, first of all, blue should have been in a way better position. And then purple should have been in a way better position. And now purple's got 95. And Snow Miser has 76 vills. So the boomer, I think, in purple is taken over here. But if he can't finish the game, he can't finish the game. Seamus says there was a Spirit of the Law video that debunked some items in the old game insert. Okay. I believe that because there are definitely some things that are just blatantly wrong in that insert for sure. But I'm going to do some research about the monk and knight thing because I'm almost 100% sure, like I said, that that was correct. And it sounds like chat is vehemently against me there, so I might be wrong, but I swear I thought that was a thing.
We got Vodkin. Get unqueue Vodkin, unqueue everything, click up to Imp. If you're Imp first from blue, that could have been so huge, and now purple's up first.
Yeah, is there any chance that we get Imp first, though? I mean, even if we unqueue...
There was! We had 900 food!
Oh, wow, okay.
And or 750 and 600 gold and 500
sold
stone.
some. Yeah, we sold some. If I look at my...
Oh, man! That could have been huge! Instead, we're trying to double down into Castle Age against Mayans, which is against 5 castles? That just is not good.
Now we do have 2 castles of our own now. Like you said, we're not going to have any Trebs out. But purple is you know, has made rams, and they don't have a ton of wood, so they might not be able to get Trebs out right away.
I hear a train a-coming. It's coming around the bend. And Mike just gonna eat his heart out when these rams come in.
JR, where are they? I see one.
They're in between they're right beside the monastery.
Okay, so I see, okay. I double clicked and I got 6 on them, but I didn't see these other ones. Okay, and they're loading up with pikemen too. So a good choice because you see these step lancers. Kind of knowing that's the unit. Pike is the way you want to go.
Oh my gosh. I have never seen somebody click up to Imp and then queue 5 rams before. On top of the additional rams they had. That's actually
so.
I mean, could be awesome. Get capped ram, I guess.
I wonder if the monks will be able to get any kind of damage or any kind of conversions against these blue cav as the rams come in. If he does a good job of it, he should be able to convert some. If blue's paying attention though, and kind of like triggers the castle to the monks, he can actually kill all of them without them getting much damage. So let's see how this big fight goes. We're not
I
gonna wait
think these
for
Rams should go right to the TC. Rams go right to TC, right? They don't go to castle first.
They
You
should.
go
Yeah.
to the.
Do Mayans get capped ram? I mean, I would have waited for capped ram in this situation. I feel like if
I have to imagine they do, right? I don't think there are that many civs that don't get.
yeah, I don't think there are either. Knights are slower cavalry though, so monks work better versus them. Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think there was a conversion bonus at some point against knights, just like there is.
Dude, the
against
double
Yu-Gi-Oh.
push and Mangadai on the other side is so huge because they get the bonus damage versus the
Yeah, versus the ram.
siege.
And I didn't even notice the number of Mangadai that we had built up over here. This is going to be enough if we can get this army together. Ooh, look at the conversions though.
lot of
This is great.
That's a lot of monks.
But they're going to go down. This is... Oh, man. We needed to hop in the castle. This is disaster from purple. He's not able... He's not able
The score
to...
flip! The
do
score flip and my voice is gone!
And the Trebs are going to die. Those Trebs are dead. The Vil count is even. Thank you,
Snowmiser
Azure.
click up to Imp! Up to Imp!
No rams from... excuse me. No... Every Civ that gets a ram gets a capped ram. So...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I didn't think that was good monk micro. I thought it was good like monk targeting, but as soon as they get close to you, you gotta hop back into the castle there.
What a play! Okay, now we click up to Imp!
And I don't know that we have somebody who I would say is like the best monk player in this. Telly is a graduate of monk school, as is one other person in this tournament. I can't remember who it is. Mike is a dropout of monk school, so if you see somebody with really bad monk play, yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree. Like, if it's a monk school person, they will be good at monk targeting. This person
Okay,
has...
we're never going to Imp now. Never. For the rest of time, we're not going up to Imp. And that's, I guess, the decision.
I mean, it's crazy that we haven't got there yet. And meanwhile, there's also Trebs on this right side with Rams, but we have the Mangadai there that could go dive them. I mean, we need it. Oh, wow. I think a Treb just killed... Yeah, a Treb just killed a Mango with a ridiculous shot. Yeah, there's no gold to go to Imp, but we could sell this food. And probably
We had the gold. We had another time of having 800 gold and didn't do anything with it.
And here's Halb
It
now.
is,
Halb is going to be a problem, but we can still dive these Trebs.
Oh, no, this is a fight that they will not write songs about.
Ooh, but the Mangadai are going to dive the castle to kill the Treb on the right side. The castle, though, okay, it was targeting the castle, is now targeting the Mangadai, and that is not good. Those Mangadai are going to drop from that castle. The castle on the left side is going down, and blue, even though it looked like he might just get to a position where he could do it, now it's looking a little rough. He's got the Mangadai underneath the range of the castle. We might even see like a murder hose or something come from purple
We had
at some
such
point.
an opportunity there. If we just click up to Imp and go Mangadai like we were fine.
Yeah, we
were
also, you know,
doing just fine.
with that mobile unit of the Mangadai, we could have been raiding a little bit, trying to make the Vil count, you know, a little bit in our favor. As is, we're the ones losing Vils. So Gizmo in a commanding position, really good eco play from Gizmo. And Snowmiser, again, just looking like he's getting a little bit squeezed to death here, not remaking his eco.
These are some very naked Trebs on the left-hand side, so these should
They're
be
going to go down. I mean,
sniped.
they should be able to be
Oh,
sniped by the
oh,
Mangadai.
oh, no, we don't go this way. No. Okay. Oh, mama.
But every time we stop, we're losing like one Mangadai. And the TC is going to go down with just one more shot, and it is down. So no TC
Yes, let
there.
the Vils fight.
We could click Imp now, but we have no TC. But we have this TC, I guess.
Could have a long
And there's
time
the
ago.
GG called. Hey, this was a extremely good game from Snowmiser. I thought he played this really well in a game that I didn't think he would ever transition out of the feudal Tatty Archer attempt. So JR, I am pretty confident though that we just saw our second eliminated player and that we know who he is. So I'm going to say that this one is Gunnar Gates. And unfortunately, that's going to be his last game of the tournament because Gizmo takes the set 2-1, leaving Snowmiser with just 2 points, from his 3 sets in the tournament, which is impossible to move on. Meanwhile, Gizmo, with 2 points from this set, only needs 1 more victory, and he is in the running to move on to the next stage. Great set.
Really
from
an
these
awesome
guys.
game. Yeah, I am very impressed by a player being able to go from an all-in to actually transitioning to having a shot at winning a game. It's really, really impressive. And then I'm impressed by Gizmo too. He handled a lot of the pressure well. Had enough skirms and archers. I mean, my Nico, yes, but really played it well.
Yeah, and it's, you look at the APM again, even quicker this game. So maybe like as the pressure comes on, as it gets a little sloppy, these guys have a chance to bump up the APM a little bit and are really focusing. So I love to see that. Great 3-game set. Even the game 2 BF game, which wasn't super eventful in the beginning, took a huge swing. I mean, going from the Burmese elephant monk, looked like it was going to absolutely trample everything, into the full hidden Mameluke play. Was a great swing. JR, I'll tell you what, man. Time has flown. It's already 9:20. I have to go, so I don't have time for another set. But if you would like to maybe stream on your channel or stream with Sheffy, I can send you guys a set that we have not cast yet, and you guys can do one while I'm gone, and I will rejoin in probably about an hour and a half when I'm back.
Is Sheffy here? I am
Let's see if we can reach out to
probably
Sheffy.
not going to stream, sadly.
Okay, no worries.
But I would be fine with streaming on somebody else's channel.
Well, I know Sheffy did ask me for some games to cast. I don't know if he's probably not going to be ready to stream just yet, guys. Sheffy usually goes live a little bit later. Yeah, I'm sorry I have to go, guys. I have like a gym appointment at like 9:45 that is scheduled.
Another Christmas party to
always have
get.
to No, it's not a Christmas party, luckily. But
Hey, here's a question for you guys: how many feudal age archers were made in that game, from the player that we think is Gunnar Gates?
I'm gonna guess 60.
Anybody else in chat? Any guesses before we sign off? Let's just say the answer will surprise you.
Is it more than 60 then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike, unfortunately, obviously, you cannot cast as you are a competitor in the tournament. I don't think that would be a little bit difficult for you to stay
From the
hidden.
Mongol player, the answer is 111 archers.
Oh
in feudal
my
age.
god, I can barely even believe it. That is freaking wild.
That's the most
want
I've ever seen.
to
That's
pop
nuts.
up on screen
It's
our players
nuts.
one more time for you guys. Okay, players here. We think we know who Mike Jett is in Scrooge. We think we might know who Gunnar Gates is in Gizmo. No, not Gizmo. Snow Miser. And we think we might know Biz Biscuits as who was it? Not Ralphie. John McClane. So 3 maybes. Not really sure about that. Bricks, you looked at the numbers. What? Oh, the numbers of archers. Okay.
Nice, Bricks.
Over.
Good job.
There is something I have to do though, JR, before we leave the stream.
Ooh.
And that is, we've gone an entire cast here without a Hidden Cup anthem.
Yes.
So we have to play a Hidden Cup anthem once. So I will leave you guys tonight. I'm sorry that we only got one set done, but like I said, I will stream tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. We will finish all of the group. If I get to Sunday and I have like 10 sets left in the group, I'll do 10 sets on Sunday. I don't have appointments or anything on that day. So besides football, that's what I will be doing all Sunday. I can't wait to hang out with you guys then. Going to try to avoid like the major tournaments that are going on. I think there might be some NAC stuff or maybe some other big tournaments. So if they're earlier in the day, I'll go a little later. But yeah, let's JR, thank you so much. Let me get you kind of signed off before we start our anthem. It's always a pleasure to have you guys.
Thank you.
And also, if you're around, JR, I know that Sheffy does want to cast some games later. I'm going to send him a set that we haven't done yet, and it's going to be a Buddy the Elf set who's looked like one of the better players in the tournament. So, you guys, if you get a chance, head on over to Sheffy's channel and watch those games. I will also cast those just so that everything gets to YouTube, because I do want all the games to get onto YouTube, which reminds me, if you have missed any sets, please just search Cap Jow on YouTube. You'll find all the games, all the casts, all the sets. But that's it for today. Let's get our hidden holiday anthem going. I love all you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. If you feel inclined to donate, guys, I've kind of got a goal in mind now of like $1,500. You can see we're close to $1,200 now. We still got the whole month, but if you do feel so inclined, we'll take any donation that you're willing, and all of the prize pool, 100% goes to the players and possibly back to the chat. So enjoy, guys. Bye.
So you never know who you're going to face in this scenario. This will be a never glow. Let's play some games. Enjoy the Christmas time while watching some H. It's a hidden holiday. It's a hidden holiday. It's a hidden holiday. Come. It's the hidden holiday. It's a hidden holiday. It's the hidden holiday. Come. The whole month of December we'll be casting some games. The only difference is that we won't know the names of the players.